I was off-grid. Concrete walls, fluorescent buzz, a steel door that didn't open unless someone upstairs signed a piece of paper with their own blood. They patched the call through anyway. My handler's voice crackled through the comm. "It's your father's doctor." The line shifted. A breath. Then, "Mr. Ryland, I don't have long. Your father's in critical condition. Your brother and your wife, they admitted him yesterday. Claimed neglect. But I saw the bruises. This wasn't passive." My fingers tightened around the receiver. He continued. "They won't investigate. The district attorney's an old friend of theirs. I can't prove anything, but I thought you should know." He paused, then said it. "You're the only justice he's going to get." The line went dead. I stared at the wall. No expression, but something inside me had just cracked and started counting. When I surfaced, they welcomed me like a ghost. My brother, Eric, wore a smile 3 inches too wide. My wife, Anna, didn't flinch, just adjusted her necklace and said, "He doesn't remember much." My father lay in a private care home, bedridden. His hands trembled when I took them. He tried to speak, but all that came out was a moan through dry lips and cracked teeth. I noticed the bandage behind his ear, the yellowing around his jaw. Eric leaned in. "Doc says it was probably a fall." A fall? 3 ribs broken, a wrist shattered, teeth missing. A fall? I didn't answer, just nodded. Anna kissed my cheek. Her lips were cold. "You're back," she whispered. But her eyes? They didn't look glad. They looked annoyed, like I was inconvenient. I moved carefully, asked no questions, raised no flags. Just watched. Anna had new jewelry, new habits. She changed her phone password weekly, but not her cloud backup. Eric kept visiting the attorney's office. Dad's estate was untouched, for now. I went to the doctor in person. He showed me the old charts, then the new ones. Sedatives, restraints, a pattern of worsening injuries masked with vague explanations. They were soft-killing him, slow, untraceable, methodical. Why? I already knew. My father never updated the will. Eric and I split it, unless I was unfit or dead. I started logging everything: dates, photos, documents. Anna's messages to Eric. He'll sign it eventually, or we'll just fake it. Receipts for private security, untraceable pills. One text from her to him chilled me. "We need to finish this before Ryland gets back. He won't be as easy to control." Too late. I was already here. I waited until Dad had a good day, eyes clear, lucid, quietly aware. I handed him a pen and slid the document in front of him, a power of attorney I had prepared independently. He signed it with trembling fingers. Then I turned to Anna. We were at home. She was pouring wine. I visited the doctor again. She froze. "Oh? Yeah." I set a folder on the counter. "He's stable now." She didn't open it, just stared. I watched the flicker behind her eyes. "Funny," I said. "His bruises stopped after I came back." She swallowed. "What's this, Ryland?" I didn't answer. She opened the folder. Photos, chart records, her messages. One printout of her voice memo. "He's too weak to say no." She didn't cry, didn't scream, just went very still and very pale. I mailed identical copies to Eric, the DA, and 3 journalists who owed me favors. I didn't warn them, didn't explain, just let truth sink like a hook into soft flesh. 2 days later, Anna came home to find all her bank accounts frozen. Eric's house was raided by Internal Affairs for insurance fraud. Dad was moved to a secure location under my name. Anna tried to speak to me. "Ryland, we can fix this." I didn't respond, just handed her a single key. She frowned. "What's this?" "Storage unit, Unit 31. Everything I didn't tell the press is in there." She laughed nervously. "You wouldn't." "I haven't," I said. "Yet." She opened her mouth, but I'd already walked away. Dad died 2 months later, peacefully, naturally. I sat with him in silence, holding the same hand that once held mine. He squeezed my fingers, just once, before the machine flatlined. There were no tears, no funeral, just ash. Anna vanished shortly after. Eric tried to sue. He failed. I bought a cabin in the North Woods and never returned to the city. Some nights, I sit by the fire and wonder what would have happened if that doctor never called, if I'd stayed in that black site just one day longer. But mostly, I sit in silence and listen to the quiet, because justice, true justice, isn't loud. It's final.